Greetings from Florida. Here we're working on a Hyundai Genesis two-door coupe from 2010 to 2016, I believe. This is different than the four-door sedan. The part's different and the procedure is different. You've got a screw in there where the armrest is. You've got a cover behind the chrome pull handle. You've got a couple Phillips screws you're pulling out. No big deal. The panel comes right off. That's it. Just got to get something behind there. Just pull it right out. On the other side, you're going to unhook the multiple wiring harnesses that go to the switch or the light or anything else. And then the carrier, the plastic carrier that goes to that chrome handle has a tab on it. You push the tab in and you can remove that without taking the wires off of it. And you'll see that in a minute. Now, on most Hyundais and Kias, you have to remove the entire latch and the outside handle. With the Genesis Coupe only, you don't. So you're going to remove the covers, and I was already here, and I think I locked up the window for him before. Take off the motor. You've got your choice of either, I believe, 8mm bolts, or you can use probably a Torx 20, your choice. Take off the wiring clips, the harnesses. If you find this helpful, if this helps you get your job done on your Hyundai, please do me a favor, like the video. Just like the video. That'll help other people searching for it on YouTube find it. Helps me a lot. If you have any questions, ask them right here on this page. Be glad to answer them. I lost something right there. I don't know what I lost. Anyway, 10mm bolts there, and I think that one comes out, and I think the other one you just loosen, if I'm not mistaken. You notice I have a suction cup. If you don't have a suction cup, you can use blue or green painter's tape to do basically the same thing. We're going to take out all the 10mm bolts that are all around the regulator. Once you do that, you should be able to get it out without a problem. Again, this is the only Hyundai or Kia where you don't have to remove the latch or the outside handle to change it. Make sure you have the right part. I should have showed you that before, but I knew that I did, but make sure you have the right part before you take out the old one. Now on these, they're going to come with the plastic bracket that goes to your door latch separate. And you're going to have to screw that on. And we'll see that in a minute. Hopefully I gave you a good view of that. Oh, maybe I stand corrected. Maybe I did not need to put the bracket on. Now, before you put the glass back into the regulator brackets, into the clips, you want to put the motor on. Otherwise, it'll just fall to the bottom of the door because there'll be nothing holding it up. So go ahead and put the motor back on. Actually, you know what? I said 8mm socket. It was not. It was just the 20 Torx screws. Now, I'm using the switch. I turned the key on. I'm using the switch to go ahead and get those brackets lined up with where I'm going to get access to them through those holes. And for some reason, I'm not sure why, at the time that switch didn't work, so I did it by hand. I manually turned the gear to adjust where I want those brackets to be. And you don't have to remove the glass from the door. Seem to be having problems catching one of those plastic retainers on the other side of where the regulator is. But we got it in, so now we're going to bring the glass down. Now again, one of the bolts comes out, and it looks like maybe it was that one, I'm not sure. Maybe that one on the left is stationary, and you just got to tighten it. And the one on the right comes out all the way, and you got to push it back in. You're actually pushing, putting it in through the glass. It actually has a hole in the glass. And now I think we're going to try it out, see if everything works. And because it's a two-door coupe, we're going to need to close the door and make sure it lines up. If it doesn't, the easiest way to line it up is to lower the brackets down again where you have access to them. And you can just physically move the glass up, down, side to side, quarter, eighth of an inch, and just tighten it back down again. That's the easiest way to do this, to line it up so that the glass lines up with the door. Don't forget, they come down a little bit when you open the door, and it goes back up when you close the door. It's got that automatic feature. I think I'm over on the other side, on the driver's side, just putting it up and down, making sure that it works okay. And I'm opening and closing it to make sure that the tolerance is fine when it comes down. That eighth of an inch goes back up. Now, the one thing that this regulator was missing was the small metal support bracket that the screw goes into in that armrest. So we need to put that on. We're putting the clips back on. And to do that, I use self-tapping screws. I think 12s. Let's put all the plastics back on. Again, this one's not that complicated. It's really not that hard. And if you need to lock the window up in the meantime until you can get the part in, generally what I tell people to do is take the panel off, put the glass up. You can take the motor off and then put the glass up, and then I just drill a hole right through one of those holes at the top where the clips are, and while the glass is up, and that'll hold it in place. I mean, you can just drill a drill bit in there and leave it there until you get the part in. You're getting a new regulator anyway. And I'm pretty sure you get the rest of this yourself. If you have any questions, please ask them right here on YouTube. If this was helpful for you, do me a favor, like the video. You don't have to send me any money, just like the video. And thanks for watching and have a great week.